And you made up a good point. You said, you got to trust Paul Rhodes, and why wouldn't you trust Paul Rhodes? If that guy's ordering a coffee, I'm running and getting that guy a coffee, whatever he wants. And he'll say it emphatically. And yeah, if Paul Rhodes said it, it's true, and it's a word, and I trust that guy.
I think he's a great coach. I think we've got a keeper. It's for sure. For that matter, I think that Iowa State's finally just got a good nucleus of coaches. I really do. Christy Johnson-Lynch, you don't hear much about her. Look what she's done with our volleyball team. We have...
Can't argue with Bill Finley.
Bill Finley, no. Heck, lifetime contract for that guy, and man, I love to see him. We just won a gold medal with the USA here recently, coaching them, so good on them. So I think Iowa State's got, a good nucleus of coaches, which is going to help when you have all types of sports doing well with this whole Texas A&M, Big 12, where's everyone going to go? Just found out yesterday Oklahoma's going to declare whether they're staying in the Big 12 or not. We can have more discussions on that, but I think Iowa State, is sitting in a decent position. They had an invite potentially waiting for them last year from the Big East, so I don't think that. We've heard a lot of MAC, Conference USA, Mountain West, this, that, and the other. I think we're still going to be in a BCS league.
Absolutely. When Iowa State smacks down Connecticut here in a couple, 3 weeks, I think Big East will be like, yeah, I think they can play with us.
Yeah, I would love to see that happen. ESPN 2, I believe, Friday night lights. Let's hope it's as good as last night's game, Baylor and TCU. Can you believe that? What a game. Robert Griffin III, real deal. Just real deal.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. Which kind of leads me up to my next comment here. I was hoping, really hoping that tonight we were going to have a good preview of Robert Griffin. I really thought with UNI's quarterback who's run past, we're going to have a good idea. I don't think we're going to have a good idea anymore. I really don't. That guy was just amazing. He didn't really do it on the ground, but 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, over 300 and some odd yards. His completion percentage was through the roof, and he made TCU secondary look silly. Granted, they have some great wide receivers. Those are the kids.
Pardon me.
Those ones are the kids?
Yeah.
I've got some kids upstairs. Oh man, we're going to have to find out how to edit these things.
They have plenty of thoughts here on CyHawkThoughts.
Yes, maybe we'll have one on here in the future. But yeah, Kendall Wright, amazing wide receiver. Robert Griffin Jr. the third, just absolutely blew their secondary up. So I think UNI's quarterback is going to give us maybe the closest thing until we see him. But I just don't think you can. Yeah, there's just no way.
No, he's a mold all of his own.
Yeah, he's a great quarterback. So we have a really tough schedule in the Big 12. Which it's going to be when
number
you're doing
3.
Yeah,
would you say in the
2 to? I think we've heard anywhere from 2 to 5, depending on who's writing. I think if 7 and 5 is, like I said, very optimistic. How do you assess Iowa's schedule?
It's the Big Ten, and we get Nebraska now, and it's going to be interesting.
You can have them.
Yeah, I don't want them.
Here, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I can hear another. Go be great. Go be great. No, I'm done with that. Have it.
Now, I'm not a big fan of Nebraska coming in and having a little swagger, thinking they're just going to take over, and maybe they will. They're actually very talented. You got Jared Crick, you're going to be pretty good. But I'm not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Iowa, messing with them. Nebraska fans already talking trash about that game. Hey, they got 11 more before that. They should be worried about that ahead of time.
No, I think you're exactly right. They've got a tough schedule. I think the toughest in the Big Ten. Would you?
Pretty close. Well, I mean, Ohio State's got a pretty good schedule for what they're going through also, but there's not a lot of easy games, especially for Iowa, because we've seen their struggles before against the Indianas and Northwesterns and last year Minnesotas of the world. Iowa's got to work on their fourth quarter stamina, you might say, on defense. They were leading in all 5 games that they lost or tied in 1, and pulled out 4 losses and 5 losses total. It was rough.
Well, I mean, yeah, Ohio State, Iowa, everyone in the Big Ten, like the Big 12, has a tough schedule. I think the reason that Nebraska fans are looking so forward to you, maybe because it's the arch rival of the team they used to play in Iowa State. That might have something to do with it. There's a lot of Nebraska fans in Iowa, so they are looking forward to it. It's the game after Thanksgiving. I mean, a lot of hype built into it. And they're going to continue to talk trash, and they're going to have some good knowledge because it starts with an N. And so look out for their knowledge when it comes to the trash talking. So tell me a little bit about your game of the week.
Well, is there, outside of our games, we got Iowa State, we got Iowa, is there really another game that is out there besides Oregon, LSU?
There could be one. In fact, there was probably one last night, but that's too late. There's probably one other game. If we have to decide on a game of the week each week, I would have to go with LSU and Oregon.
Absolutely. I think LSU, they're going to have their hands full. They got a lot going on right now. I don't know if we want to make our picks right now.
Let's make our picks. I'm sorry. I wish I could be like Lee Corso and just have a bunch of helmets or mascot heads or whatever sitting next to me so I can put it on. But
we'll work on that on the budget.
Yeah, the budget. I got to check how much I have in my wallet first. Oh man, the budget. We don't even want to go there. So your thoughts on the game?
I think LSU, they're in the SEC, and I don't like the SEC. I think, granted, the last 5 national champions have come from there. I'm not a fan, though. They've earned some of their right to be who they are. Unfortunately, I think they're going to just throw their weight around on Oregon. We saw Oregon dominate everybody last year, and then they got against Auburn, and Auburn had a couple talented guys, but they couldn't get past Chizik. I'm worried they can't get past Les, and I'm going LSU.
All right. Well, this is interesting because my very first pick is going to be Oregon.
All right.
And we're going to keep track of how our games of the week picks go. We'll see after week 12 or 13 or whatever it is where we're at, and maybe we'll...
right now we're 0-0.
Yes, 0-0. So... maybe we'll have to figure out some little bet between us. But in the meantime, going with Oregon. The Ducks, the uniforms. Oh, Nike. I'm going with them. Number one reason why isn't because of Oregon. It's because LSU lost Jared Johnson. Or is that his name? I think so.
Jordan Jefferson.
See, I don't even know what I'm talking about. He was lost. Idiot got in a bar fight.
I think he's found in jail.
Yeah, he's found in jail now. Yeah. Got in a bar fight, suspended. Yeah, that's your veteran quarterback. He makes plays happen. Do we know who the backup is?
Yes, and I don't know his name.
Well, I didn't know Jared Johnson's name or Jeff Johnson.
Jeff Johnson is his name. No. LSU's backup quarterback, who name escapes me right now, he actually played in a few games last year, got a big victory against Florida, Kentucky. He's actually proven he's kind of like the Matt Flynn of the crew from a couple years ago. Comes in, plays solid, got him a national championship, but we all remember Jamarcus Russell from those teams.
Yes, we do. Boys, he had an all-pro NFL career so far.
Jamarcus is great.
Yeah, if you want to win the longest throw competition, he's your man. If you want to throw to a receiver, no. It's exactly, where's that thing going? So, Oregon, LSU, I think the Ducks, will continue to have, they have the athletes to play against the SEC. I really think they do. You said that SEC throws around their weight. Yes, they've got some big boys, and it's the best conference in the nation.
Oh, I hate agreeing with that.
But it is. I hate it too. I would love to see Midwest schools be in that conversation, but right now it all lies in the Southeast. So for the picks, Oregon, LSU. We'll see tonight. What is it, 8 o'clock kickoff?
I believe so.
8 o'clock kickoff. Any predictions on the score?
I'm going to go back to the national championship game. I predicted that score is going to be high scoring. I think I threw out like 51-48. I was a little off by like 4 points, I think, on that one. A lot. I'm going to go low. I'm going to go 23-20.
All right. I'm going to have to go, let's go 27-17 Oregon.
All right.
Seems like heck, I don't know. I wouldn't have said TCU and Baylor would have put up 98 points last night. So what do we know? So there's our pick of the game, our pick of the week. We'll see how things wrap up at the end of the season.
Did you give your score for Iowa State UNI?
No, I did not.
I think you need to give that.
Well, thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
Probably should have done that earlier.
Maybe, that's okay. Our scriptwriter didn't have that up for us in the teleprompter.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
We'll have to get that in the budget.
Yes.
Yes, the scriptwriter. 35-10.
35-10, all right. Looking forward to it.
I think the 10-point, if there was a line, which there isn't technically a line, but someone's going to have a line out there. Last I heard it was 10. I've heard 14.5. I think we're going to beat either one of them. Yeah. Do not bet on UNI tonight, because I just don't think it's going to happen.
And kids, don't bet at all on anything.
This is true. This is true. But if you are, not UNI.
And be responsible.
Yes. Speaking of, I wouldn't bet on the Hawkeyes to cover.
No, I wouldn't either.
Because I don't think Ferentz is the type of guy that if they're in the fourth quarter and they're in the lead by 25 points, that he's going to sit there and try to get to, 40?
Well, yeah, I don't think any coach tries to get anything, but in the old days, 30 years ago, Hayden Fry in these games, he'd have the subs out there and be running the same offensive plays. And his theory was, hey, I want to see what my guys can do. I'm going to run my offense with whoever's out there. Kirk takes a little different approach. He'll put his foot off the gas when he needs to. And Grant, maybe in 2002 against Iowa State, maybe he should have just kept that foot on the gas the whole game. What do you think about that, Kirk? Maybe keep going instead of having some fumbles. And I don't know. I'm not bitter at all about that game at all. But, yeah.
Well, yeah. So I guess we're saying don't bet.
Yes.
That's the best I got.
Enjoy
right
college football. Enjoy amateur athletics, unless it's the Miami Hurricanes, and enjoy these guys while you can. There's some great talent here in the state of Iowa. We're going to be here every week with our thoughts. I hope you join us. You can find us at
www.caffeinatedthoughts.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at CyHawkThoughts. And then if you want to email us, go ahead. It's CyHawkThoughts@yahoo.com. If you want to let us know that we stink, that's absolutely fine. I didn't take a shower today, so I agree with you. But yeah, follow us. We're going to do this each and every week. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's not going to be scripted. We don't have a budget for any type of script right now. If he almost chokes on some coffee, it's going to be in the video. So even if you don't like sports, maybe you'll like what's going on.
Absolutely.
So yes, www.caffeinatedthoughts.com. Follow us at Twitter, CyHawkThoughts, and CyHawkThoughts@yahoo.com if you want to. So I will bring you updates on the Twitter from the Iowa State game tonight. If you want to follow us there, Chuck, will you be doing some updates then as well for the Iowa game?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
All right. Hey, thanks for sticking around. We'll be back next week. This is Steve Myers.
I'm Chuck Utek.
Signing off. CyHawkThoughts. Thank you very much.